and making it work.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Chris Jones in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
on 2nd down, it's Bell. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 33.
Well, Parker, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And opens board, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Vikings.
And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Saints 17, Vikings 14. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
29-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got a man, it's Williams. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Williams with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
Kaepernick's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. Pass the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Number 14.
Stephon Diggs. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
James Conner, the ball carrier. Jared Wilson made the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Caught left side by Funchess. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing but daylight ahead.
This is too
Touchdown, New Orleans. James Conner with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Kaepernick. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Kaepernick's pass complete to C.J. Board. It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
Kaepernick to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
The 3rd down pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Caught left side, Williams. And take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mike Williams, 51 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Saints, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.